We chartered a floating catamaran off Sulah Atoll. 5 of us. Me, Lyra, her brother Max, their friend Ray, and our dive guide, Den. The plan was simple. Spend a week hopping turquoise patches, trapping mangrove crabs, and sleeping under a quilt of stars. The first 2 days delivered. Water warm as soup, coral like spun sugar fractals. On the 3rd night the temperature flipped. Dead calm, yet the sea nipped our feet as if someone had poured liquid nitrogen overboard. Den said it was a cold upwelling, perfectly normal. We laughed, drank guava rum, and bet on who'd be the first to cannonball into the aquarium at sunrise. Sunrise never showed. The sky was leaden, no slice of sun. Lyra reached for the ladder, slapped the water, and yelped. Ice! The sea actually bit. Max wrapped an arm around her, calling her a drama queen, then jerked back when he touched it. Den just shrugged and tasted the chill. Guides don't scare easy. He dove first. In 50 meters of clarity, we watched his fins bleach white below, then something black, wide, almost cylindrical, flicked through the column. Den rocketed up, grinning. Giant eel. We laughed, until we noticed he had no fins. Where the rubber should have been was a smooth gray-black fluke, beginning just under his knees, edges shimmering like an oil slick. Den stood waist-deep, the smile draining as if he couldn't process what was wrong. Max stepped closer, reached out, and saw that Den's legs ended cleanly, bloodless, like laser cut. Lyra's "oh God" escaped as a squeak. Den grabbed for the rail, but the tail, nothing else fit, flexed, slapped the water with a wet cane crack, and his upper body toppled back overboard. We all saw his hand still waving while the tail kicked toward the lagoon's blue smear. I threw a life ring, catch the tail, haul him back. The moment it touched, black ripples spread, as if crude oil burst through the surface. The ring hissed and sank like iron. Panic climbed, but there was nowhere to go. The islet was 10 meters of sand, sheer reef all around. The radio stayed silent. Max fired a flare. The flash disappeared into cloud cover, no reflection. That evening, Lyra found clumps of dark, clotted slime snaking from the hold to the rail, like something had dragged a cable. It reeked of rotten shrimp and stale iodine. Clearly, the tail had returned. I dropped an underwater lamp off the stern. 2 meters down, shadows scurried, far too thin for reef sharks. The lamp died, the lens fogged from inside with black condensation. Ray insisted we paddle to the island, at least its land. She clambered into the dinghy and shoved off. Lyra begged her to wait for daylight, but Ray cursed and rowed. I kept a flashlight on her, 5 strokes from shore when the water under the boat bulged. 2 black strokes whipped, giant ribbon worms. The dinghy's wooden bottom snapped. Ray vanished with the planks. We never saw her again. Just one bubble and a wax-pale hand, severed smooth at the wrist. Lyra, Max and I shivered in the cabin till dawn. Max clutched a knife. All night a rustling, like a massive snake tasting the hull. Worst hit before sunrise. Max went to the head and didn't return. Outside I found only his hoodie and a palm print on the wet deck. A muffled cry under the beams, a crunch, then silence. Lyra stared, hollow-eyed. Mermaids. They're what's left of people, she sobbed. By noon the sky cleared, mockingly blue. We decided. Engine on, straight to the nearest lighthouse by GPS. We moved, 2 cables, then 3, when the speed gauge dropped to 0. The sea around us turned mirror black. Foam vanished. The boat no longer cut water. It slogged through jelly. Lyra gripped the wheel as tails, plural, a cluster, slid from the sheen. They were so black you saw them only by how they erased the sun's glare. Each bore an accordion scar, sculpted from human thighs. Suckers slapped the hull. Where they stuck, the plastic hissed and dissolved. I cracked a signal flare. Sparks made the tails recoil, reeking of burnt resin. Lyra screamed. They'd snagged her leg. I hauled her up. A tail sliced her skin in a neat crescent, copying the shape. No blood, just the parasite's viscous saliva. I hacked blind with the knife, no cut, the hide bounced like tire rubber. At the last second the boathook snapped but yanked Lyra free. We barricaded ourselves in the wheelhouse. The folding ladder was already gone, dragged below. I'm typing this on a tablet that'll outlive my phone by minutes. Lyra lies trembling. Under her shredded jeans a first layer of scales glints silver, knitting over meat. She whispers her legs don't hurt, as if they were never there, and that the sea is calling. I hear the hull grinding through something soft, like thick weeds. From the hold comes a wet chewing. The thing that took Den's legs is looking for bigger quarters. I can seal the wheelhouse, but once a tail eats through the deck, choice ends. The parasite won't drown, it'll simply pull me on like a suit. If you find this tablet and see a dry cut where my legs should be, know it isn't me, just an empty shell the sea is wearing. Don't go near the water, even when it looks like glass, especially when it's warm. The parasites wait in the chill below. We were wrong about mermaids. The mermaid isn't half fish, half woman. The mermaid is the lure. If you made it all the way to the end, then you're exactly the kind of person I'm looking for. Hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. I hope I can keep bringing you more stories, to make you smile, or maybe, to scare you.